Time in YouTube, and welcome back to Deck Profiles. Today we are actually going to be looking at a hyper-offensive Tapu Lele-GX deck with Espeon-GX. So Tapu Lele-GX, if you guys haven't seen it already, is a 170 HP Psychic-type Pokemon with the ability Wonder Tag. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto the bench, you can actually get a supporter card from your deck and put it back into your hand. The main thing we're going to be looking at is Energy Drive. 2 colorless energies, all it's going to take to get this thing going. And you get to do 20 damage times the number of energy attached to Tapu Lele and the opponent's active Pokemon. You have also Tapu GX, which is going to be pretty strong in this deck. For 1 psychic energy, we can heal all damage done from 2 of our benched Pokemon. So if my Tapu Lele does take a lot of damage and doesn't get knocked out, I can bring it to the back and we can actually go for the cure and our Tapu Lele will be fine. Now another really cool partner for this kind of offensive Tapu Lele is Lunala. If you can run the stage 2 properly, you can kind of do the whole energy swap, get everything going nicely, and Tapu Lele will be a pretty amazing Pokemon that way too. But we're actually partnering it up with Espeon-GX. I saw this work really well because Espeon is a really quick attacker compared to Tapu Lele, specifically for these Psybeams. So Espeon-GX here, if you guys haven't seen it already, is a 200 HP Psychic Pokemon Stage 1 from Eevee. Psybeam is going to cost you only 1 Psychic Energy. You're going to do 30 damage. However, the big part here is you are going to confuse your opponent. This is a really good early game attack because your opponent has to risk that coin flip, especially if they haven't got another attacker ready already. It also has Psychic. For 1 Psychic, 2 colorless energy, you're going to do 60 damage and 30 more damage times the number of energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. So both of your Pokemon here are going to be dependent on high energy cost attackers on your opponent's side. This guy also has Divide GX, 1 Psychic, 2 colorless. You get to put 10 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon in any way you like. So you have 2 fantastic GX moves you can use in this deck. Divide GX can give you that nice benefit of weakening your opponents down before they come into the active position, or you can use the Tapu Cure and get all that damage that you've taken off of your Pokemon. So very, very nice, very, very effective here. And of course, the other Pokemon we're going to be running is Shaman EX, 110 HP colorless Pokemon, and you get that ability set up that lets you draw your hand back up to 6 when you play him. But that is our only Pokemon lineup, so we are very EX-GX heavy here. So don't look at this as a budget deck. It's not going to be. We've got some of the most expensive cards currently in the set. Next up, we will be showcasing our Field Blower. You get to choose up to 2 in any combination of Pokemon Tool Cards and Stadiums, and you get to remove them. We want to remove as many of those good old choice bands that are out there as possible. That way we can kind of keep our Tapu Lele healed and keeping it all nice and fresh. We are going to be matching them up with the Max Elixir this time. Look at the top 6 cards of your deck, and you get to attach a basic energy from there and put it onto one of your basic Pokemon on the bench. Now, as you can see, the only issue will be the Espeon, so if we want to run it on the Espeon, we do need to make sure that Eevee is the one accepting the energy. Just that way, we have a ton of ways of getting energy drops and all that kind of stuff early game and getting that maximum damage output on Tapu Lele. We're still running the Trainer's Mail, our Golden Ball, the Ultra Ball, and the VS Seeker, still staples all around. We are running a few of the Altar of the Moon. This is a fantastic stadium for this deck because it does give your Psychic... the retreat cost of each Pokemon, yours or your opponent's, that have any Psychic or Dark energy attached to it is 2 colorless less. This is going to include our Shaman, so as long as I drop a Psychic energy onto it, this thing is acting like a Manaphy EX. As long as the stadium's in play, I have free retreat pretty much across the board. Look at this. Tapu Lele, free retreat. Espeon, free retreat. They all only have 1 energy cost. As long as they have 1 Psychic energy on them, they'll have free retreat, which makes it so much easier to go for that Tapu Cure. Or even switch in between the attackers if I need to. So it's very, very good stadium. I'm running 1 Brock Grit, and this is because I find it's going to be a little better than either Rescue Stretcher or Super Rod, because we have Tapu Lele's. Remember that even if I don't want to use a Tapu Lele as an attacker, I get that supporter draw from it. So getting all these cool supporters is really nice. So we'll have the Brock's Grit. We have 2 Lysander. You get to switch your opponent's bench Pokemon when they're active. This makes you even more hyper-aggressive and hit that Pokemon that you actually want to do damage to. Or if you're going for Espeon, for instance, you can stall out and try and get that damage counters onto the Pokemon that you want. We are going to be running 3N. Each player shuffles their hand back into their deck and draws cards equal to the remaining prize cards. Very, very crucial card here. We're running 1 Kukui to kind of increase that damage output just slightly while getting a little bit of card draw as well. We are running 4 Sycamore. Discard your hand, draw 7. Beautiful card, staple in every deck, and heavily recommend it. Okay, not every deck. I've had a deck recently that did not run it, so... Anyway, and I'm running 1 Skyla. Now, there isn't a lot of item cards in this deck, but what's really nice is we will be able to go for like our choice bands. I'm running 4 choice bands. This way we have maximum damage output against GX heavy or EX heavy decks. But it also will help us get our stadiums via Seekers if we need them, or other Ultra Balls and stuff for future turns. So Skyla is a very, very crucial card. And again, running 4 Tapu Lele, I can technically grab it whenever I want to, as long as it's not prized. Of course, we are running 4 Double Colorless Energy, and I'm running 8 Psychic Energy. The reason I'm running so much energy is because, again, our damage output for Tapu Lele is going to be heavily refined for that energy. So having that opportunity to kind of get it is great. And again, running the Brock's Grit means that if my Tapu Lele does go down with a heavy amount of energy, I can get 6 of that back pretty easily. So it is very nice to have all those kind of nice little neat things going on. But let me know in the comments section below what you guys are running for Tapu Lele, because Tapu Lele is definitely a popular thing. We have seen Garbodor, we have seen now Espeon, and you can still run Lunala as well. There is a ton of partners for Tapu Lele. And of course, even in this deck, if you wanted to say cut an Eevee line or even cut a Tapu Lele, you could run, you know, a 1-in-1 Garbodor. Or, you know, cut somewhere else, like cut an N or whatever, or even cut a Choice Band and run a 2-2 line of Garbodor, whether it be the Guardians Rising version or the regular one with the item or the ability lock. Either way, you can easily fit that into this deck, but I wanted to go kind of nice and simple and just focus on the 2 big things being the Espeon and the Tapu Lele. So that is what we have here. Hope you guys are ready for this, because we're going into 2 matches on TCGO, and I can't wait to showcase them. And we're in our first match against Paula1966, playing a Water Dragon deck. I don't have any idea what this could be. None at all. None at all. Alright, Tails, and we're going to get the coin toss here, folks. I don't know if you guys can hear it in my voice, but I'm actually still sick. Mind you, I'm still recording this the same day as I did Wishy-Washy. Just, I like to bulk record. I do a ton of videos all in once. And unfortunately, the day that I needed to record, I'm sick. So, bear with me if you hear anything weird. It's just my face being all sinusy and all that kind of stuff. So we have another Eevee, which is great. We can just drop that down there. We can drop our first energy down, go for that nice Espeon draw. And we're going to turn into our Espeon immediately. I'm going to drop the Choice Band down and alter the Sun. And I can pass this turn on, knowing that my opponent will have a few more turns than me. Because I at least get to go for my big ol' attacks right now. Try and get some knockouts, go for some damage. I don't know what I'm going to do here. We're going to see Rough Seas right away, so our Altar of the Moon is gone. But that was it! They didn't draw anything! Nothing! Well, I'm just going to go for my Double Colorless Energy. My VS Seekers aren't going to do me any good because I have no supporters. So I'm going to just go for the... What? We're gonna take out this first Pokemon. There it goes. Dratini. Gone. Done. Just like that. We are going to grab a Sycamore. I didn't want to get rid of the VS Seekers, but you know what? I need a card draw. I need something to get these other Pokemon down here going. But we've already got ourselves an Espeon going. And you can see just how quick it is to set up. Our opponent is going to go for that Sycamore. They can try and go for a Sleep. Put us to sleep if they get a Water Energy. And they are going to get Water Energy. Now they can't attack us, which is good. Technically, they can't do damage. But they can put me to sleep, which is a downer. We're going to see it's a Kyurem EX deck. okay? I have not seen one of those in a long time. This is a very old water box. Field Blower, we're going to see our Choice Band disappear. Both of them disappear off of these guys, so it's a good play. No harm, no foul. Cannot take out any of these Pokemon right now, but we should be able to Psybeam, get what, 80 damage? 90? 90 damage down onto the good old Articuno. Still can't take it out. But he will get that opportunity to put me asleep. Ooh, that was a bad play on the Shaman! Oh, you don't get the ability going off on Shaman if you Nest Ball it, because it has to be from your hand onto the bench. So Shaman does not work in this situation, which means no card draw. Chilling Sigh is going to put me to sleep. Do we wake up? No, we do not. That is a bit of a problem. We are going to Sycamore. Brock's Grid is great in the discard pile. Unfortunately, I did have to discard a few of the other cards to do it. I want to go for Field Blower myself. I'm going to get rid of this Fighting Fury Belt and your Stadium. Bam! They're gone. We can Max Elixir, try and get some nice energy drops onto our Espeon in the back. We'll drop this down, and we will evolve into a secondary Espeon, which is really good. We're one step closer to having 2 full attackers already, while our opponent isn't really in a good spot. Now, I can't move my characters much. I'm going to sacrifice these 2, and I might just grab a Shaman right now. Get my hand draw back up. We're going to actually be very heavily reliant on those last 2 via Seekers, and it might not be a good thing for that. I do have a Tapu Lele, which I can drop, get it onto the board, and I can get a Lysander out of the deck. This way, it's just in my hand, I have it. We're good to go. Lysander is ready. I can't play it. We can Max Elixir, try and get this Tapu Lele sorted up, but I do not get an energy. That is unfortunate. I'm going to pass the rest of this turn. We're actually going to stay asleep, unfortunately, because that's just not good for me. He can retreat if he needs to, but I can't see him retreating right now. He needs to do some damage. The Glaciate's a really good attack, but unfortunately, he needs a lot of energy to do it. I apologize. I keep saying it's a he, but you know what? It's a she in the profile, and it is a name Paula, so I assume it's a girl, and I keep calling it a he. I apologize. Water Energy drop onto the Kyurem. Come on, wake up, Espeon. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! We're going to see a Sycamore. Now, I can do what? 90? So even Kukui is not going to be able to put me in a good range. But I can still two-shot this Articuno. But I have to be able to attack. I have to be able to attack. And the problem here is I have no switch. I didn't think I was going to need it because I had Olympia. And I'm staying asleep! There's not much I can do. I can shorten my opponent's hand by 1, I guess, while reducing the amount of supporters I have in mine. I didn't get anything, though, that would actually benefit me right now. Now, they feel blowered already, so I can probably drop these choice bands down on our Espeons and we're good to go. I'm going to pass. I have to. There's nothing I can do. I do wake up. My opponent will be putting me back to sleep, though. So that was the wrong time for me to wake up. Wrong time for me to wake up. Water Energy down onto that Kyurem. This thing is going to hurt. It is going to hurt a lot. Okay, my opponent really doesn't have much going. Does have that Dratini. I can knock that out. Chilling Sigh will put me back to sleep. Please don't leave me here. Yes! Finally! Awoken! We wake up! Oh! I want to hit that Glacia, or that, I want to hit this thing. I want to hit this thing. Because I can do 6... Yes, it does not matter. I can do some damage. I know I'm not going to knock this thing out, because it's only going to do, what, 120, 150, and I can't go with the extra damage, but you know what? It's a lot of damage. So we'll go for the Psychic. We're going to hit for 150, and now your Rough Seas is not going to be able to save you, and I will be able to take it out next turn thanks to my Lele-GX. I will be claiming this thing easily. I want to get that thing off the board, and then I can start aiming for some of these other Pokemon as well. Dragonair is a big threat because it does let him get all that water energy back. That is not going to save you. I'm going to worry 6 damage down to this, no problem. As long as I stay awake, we'll be okay. Now, you should be able to retreat out into your Articuno and put me back to sleep, which is a problem, and that will completely deter the idea of what I'm doing. Completely deter it. But, if you don't put me to sleep, I'll be okay. Now, Glaciate will do 30 damage to all of my Pokemon, but I'm pretty bulky in terms of damage. One Glaciate, not going to be too big a deal. Not going to be too big a deal. But this is a very interesting kind of deck. The Dragonair is a really cool card because of the Dragon's Wish. I just don't like it. It's really junky to have that opportunity to play all my energy in one turn when I may not have anything in my hand to play it. They drop a Shaman down. We'll be able to grab a whole bunch of Pokemon from it. Or not Pokemon. We'll be able to draw 6 cards from it, no problem. They're actually at a lot more like a smaller deck than we are right now. Goes for the energy retrieval. We'll be able to grab 2 water energies from it. And we'll be able to definitely go for that Glaciate. I will not need to use my... as long as they stay in... Actually, they go for a water energy drop over there. Interesting play. And does go for the Dragonair. My play will probably be just to get rid of this one. Actually, my play will probably be to end and then get rid of this guy. Because I can still eliminate it and then do some damage across the board. You end? What? I'm so lost. Never mind. That ain't gonna happen. Alright, so Dragonair still goes for the Wish. We will be clearing out that Kyurem, though. Does not bother me in the slightest. I'm going to drop a Psychic Energy down onto my Espeon. This way, I don't have to waste a double colorless energy. I can just drop it onto Tapu Lele. I have no reason not to just Lysander up a Shaman. And then we can... Yeah, I'm going to Lysander up a Shaman. Lock it up in the front. Now, yeah, sure, they can put an energy on it, but that will force them to play an energy. And I'm going to go for my Lele-GX right now. This will take care of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to put, 4 onto one of the Shamans so I can knock it out next turn. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, so Kyurem will go down here, which is awesome. Big threat out of the way. We're going to get that Altar of the Moon. Oh, so good. I'm feeling really good about this match right now. Espeon is in full control. Tapu Lele may be the head honcho of this match, but she's just laying back right now, not doing nothing she needs to do. Espeon is a fantastic attacker. Now, we do have to rely on just our Psychics and our Energy Drive, but we're doing pretty good all around. Dive Ball is going to come through. They're going to look for another Kyurem, easily trying to set up here. But they have to waste a lot more energy to do it. They do have to waste a lot more energy to do it. Now my opponent can play as much water energy as they want. They do drop a water energy down onto Shaman, which is expected. But that was a fantastic play on our part, getting that Shaman up there, because it will lock them down. Oh my god, that's 4 energy in their hand. So they can still Glaciate. They can still Glaciate, no problem. No problem. Do we have Kukui in the discard, or do we have to draw it? No, we have to draw it. So I can still do that. 3, 6, 9 on top of the 6 is 150 with the Choice Band. You can end me all you want. But I can retreat with the Altar of the Moon. I have to have the Altar of the Moon to play it. I just get an N. And we're going to see Aqua Patch, which will get them that 4th energy for Kyurem. Definitely trying out a cool Kyurem build. And that's actually a really nice card to try it out on. If you guys did miss it, I had a Wishy-Washy deck go up on Tuesday. And it's kind of the same idea. But Kyurem puts a lot more pressure on it, which is why I'm kind of interested to play it. Now that I'm watching my opponent play it, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. We're going to see the Professor's Letter. They're just getting all this energy out now, but they're not going to have a lot of cards left. That is the big problem here. So you play all this stuff, I can just end, and she's going to probably get milled out. Because she can't damage me enough to actually take me out. And Tri-Edge doesn't do enough damage. Like, yes, you'll get, what, an extra prize? But I have 2 major attackers set up that can actually one-shot now. So we'll actually lose a water energy here. We're gonna just... Ooh, we get a max elixir? Why not? Let's try it. Nope, no energy off of that. I'm going to have to... Now I can take this guy out, no problem. Do I Sycamore? Yeah, let's Sycamore. Got the Kukui now. I could have Ultra Ball for Kukui. 3, 6, 9. Nine and 6 is 15. Yeah, I can still take this thing out. So I do need a retreat. Hold on. I need a stadium. I may not get that stadium. There it is. Altar of the Moon. We're going to get it. Beautiful. We are also going to retreat out, so my opponent will need to Lysander in this beautiful Espeon in order for me to lose it. We are just going to go for the Psychic, and we should be able to take out Kyurem. There it is. 2 more prizes down. We need to just sweep up 1 more, and we'll be good to go. We're going to get a Psychic Energy and an Ultra Ball. Nothing great. And I think both our Lysanders are currently in the discard pile. No, just one. Just one. Up comes the Articuno. It's a little late for my opponent to really benefit from the energy drops. They can try and put me to sleep, but that's not going to save them any prizes. Like, they've only got 8 cards left. And still with 6 prizes, I can easily just drop me down to 1 card. It's not going to be a big deal. And the Chilling Sigh is only, what, 20? It does 40 more for each potential coin flip, so 4, 8, 12. So you max out at 140 damage. So you cannot take out my Espeon. I can take out this guy, thanks to Psychic now. And this will be game. I think this is game here. We're going to see a sick... They are getting real close to milling themselves out right now. Real close. Rough Seas is not going to save you. Good play, I guess. Field Blower is going to get rid of my Choice Bands? That's not saving you either. I don't need them. If anything, I can Tapu Lele into a Lysander and take out the damaged Shaman from either one of my Espeons. Espeon was in full control here. No one had a problem. It was fantastic. Oh man, feeling good. Tri-Edge is coming through. Landed 2 of the 4. But we only took 100 damage. It's not a big deal. And we are just going to claim... Let's just drop Tapu Lele. We'll showcase our hyper rare Tapu Lele. We'll go for our Lysander pick. And I'm going to pick up that Shaman. Why not? Showcase that the Shaman is still weak. Here it comes. And with the energy drop, I can do more damage. So Shaman is going to go down. We'll pick up our Altar of the Moon in the back. And that is our first match with Espeon Tapu Lele. You can see the damage output is there. The synergy between getting the opportunity to use one of the 2 GXs is great. And as much as I didn't have to use Tapu Lele in this one, the energy flow, like I didn't even play energy near the end of that. I didn't need to because we were able to just, you know, Espeon And the two Espeons just were able to go back and forth, work their magic, and do what they had to do. They were fantastic. That Altar of the Moon is so good with Espeon. But next up, we'll get into our second match, so if you're ready as I am, let's see what he can do. And match number 2 is against Mantis0092! 0092! I have no idea what we're about to play, so that is cool. They have the Tapu Koko sleeves. We might be playing Tapu Koko, which is something we have not played yet. I will probably play this Espeon here, because it's a little easier to set up an Espeon in terms of proper... you get to play first. I want to play one Tapu Lele. Just that way I have Tapu Lele on the board to set up if I need to. It's going to be Raikou. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. Because Raikou benefits from having energy. Oh, but it's got that choice band. Psychic energy onto our Espeon, and we can actually go for the attack first, which is awesome. We're going to just have the 2 in here, but that's great. I'm alright with that. There's our Espeon. What do I want to play? I have choices. This is absurd. I'm gonna probably go for an end drop. Drop a second Tapu Lele. I'd rather end than lose all my resources right now. I don't know where I was looking. And this way I can also search for double colorless for the next turn. I got terrible draw. What is this? What is this? What is this? Max Elixir's good. I'll take it. That's an opportunity to try and set up a Lele. And here we go. We got an Altar of the Moon. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, this is better. Drop the Altar of the Moon. Drop an Elixir. And fail. Alright. So we may not do damage here, but we're going to get some... we did 10 damage and we confused. That is the main point, is we did confuse my opponent. Having to put them on that clock... as long as I can get double colorless energy, I can start doing some major damage to this Raikou. We're going to see it's a Remoraid build, so no Shamans or anything. We are going to have to take 6 prizes to win this. Does drop a second Lightning Energy. This will put us, what, 6? 3, 6. So this will put us at 120 minus the 20. Oh, it's got the Jolteon, which isn't going to do much here. What? Oh, nice play. Nice play. In comes the Tapu Koko. That was an incredible play, actually, because Raikou here had a 1 energy retreat. They did a switch. Jolteon had a free retreat cost, and now Tapu Koko is ready to go. I'm gonna have to watch what my opponent here is doing. This is pretty cool, because I failed at Tapu Koko. I have not built it yet for you guys, but I've built it, and I don't know what to do with it. I have no idea what to do with it. We're going to see an energy drop onto that Raikou. Max Elixir. There it is. We need a Choice Band in order to knock this thing out, because he still can't attack us. We need a lot of cards, actually. Not just a Max Elixir. Not a Max... Choice Band. Choice Band. Brain! Brain! Work! Brain! Work! Alright, let's put all that back in. We got double colorless energy. We did not get enough damage, though. Did not get enough damage. Okay. You can't knock me out. As long as I don't play any more bench Pokemon, you can't knock me out there either. I do 6, 12... Sorry, 3, 6, 12. I needed like a perfect turn there, and I didn't get it. So I am going to hit that Psychic. Gonna hit this guy as hard as I can for 120. That's still a good amount of damage onto that Tapu Koko. Now, I admit there's other ways. Like, he can easily like switch in a brand new Tapu Koko, take all the energy, and then this one can go right back to the bench and get a max potion. I've seen that happen before. There's the switch. We're going to see a Raikou come up, and this is going to do a lot of damage. It's going to do 2, 4, 6, 110, 114. This is scary plays. This is scary plays here. Ooh. Here comes that Thunder Lance. We'll take 140, no problem. We are going to get a double colorless energy, and I'm actually going to drop that on our back Tapu Lele. I will drop an Eevee down. I'm going to hold out on playing any Sycamores or anything like that. If I switch now, can I take this thing at 20, 40, 60, 81? No, I have to. Let's Sycamore. I can get these things back with a Brock script later. I need to try and get Choice Bands. Choice Bands aren't going to increase my damage output. What am I doing? I have to go for that Divide. And if he gets one more energy, my good old Espeon will go down. I'm going to have to, though, because this thing is a threat. 612, 369, 150, minus the 20. It's 130 still, so we should knock this thing out. I will claim the first prize of the game, but he will take immediate lead as long as he has a Lightning Energy in hand. As long as he's got a Lightning Energy in hand, he will take lead here. Brings up the Jolteon, which is interesting, because the Jolteon, well, it does have free retreat, so this way, it's telling me he didn't have the Lightning Energy in hand. It's telling me did not have the Lightning Energy, did get a second Coco, is going to put these two over here, put this in the front runner, and now actually drops a Lightning Energy. Great play on my opponent's part. Tapu Koko has a lot of strategy behind it, which makes it a very interesting game. Does get rid of my double colorless energy off my Tapu Lele, which is a fantastic play, and we'll draw 2 additional cards from the Octillery. This is interesting and beyond painful for me, because this is going to hurt a lot. I can just drop the S. Oh, never mind. I don't have it anymore. I keep thinking plays up as I go, and it's just not working out for me. Okay, so I could drop the Choice Bands down and taking care of this thing. What am I doing? Okay, it's gotta come up. Come on, double colorless energy or something. Psychic energy. How many have I used? 2. Well, I can go for these 2 to discard, get a Shaman, and hope that I can come back. Playing a Shaman right now is really risky because he just needs to have energy on a Pokemon and he'll take out Shaman because it's super effective. Yes, I got the double colorless. Okay, and I got Choice Band. Can I take this thing out though? 20, 40, 60, 81. No. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 30? I don't take this thing out. But let's end and force my opponent down in prizes. Or force them down in utility cards. I'm a bit at a disadvantage here. I got another double colorless energy, which is great. I can't play that Shaman. I'm gonna have to try and set up another attacker here. We're gonna go for Energy Drive. If I had that second one, we would have actually taken him out, but I didn't, and that's a bit of a problem. Coco, you're putting on pressure. I like it because we're not ahead. Like we're not out of this match either. We have a very easy way of doing damage, and if we get rid of those 3 energies right now, we'll be in great play. So they do waste up the last spot on their bench for a Tapu Lele-GX. This will get him a supporter. It is the Lysander. It will be for my Shaman. Hands down for Shaman. Yes. Okay. This will be an easy 2 prizes for my opponent, and they just need to bring in Jolteon EX now, and my Tapu Lele can't attack. I will have to play on very offensive terms, Very, very nice playing on my opponent's part, putting me right into a corner. I am going to have to... I can't play that Shaman. You have 160, that's 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 30. I don't do enough damage. Oh boy. I think my play here is just to... I need to get that Espeon up, because if I don't... I've already energy dropped. So let's Ultra Ball, get rid of this, and get rid of the Eevee, because I don't need it. Get the Espeon, and we'll just hard evolve here. At least this way I know that the Espeon, or the Eevee is not a free knockout. We'll take out this Tapu Koko. It will be taking 3 energy with it, which is good. We're taking Lysander and Tapu Lele. Now my opponent can come in with that Jolteon, still do a ton of damage. We're not out of this, but we might still be able to come back. Because that Tapu Koko is heavily hurt. And as long as I can take out this Jolteon or work around Jolteon, we'll be okay. Because currently this Tapu Koko has no energy. Down comes a Raikou. We're going to Super Rod. He's going to Super Rod for 3 energy for sure. There they are. Actually gets that Tapu Koko back. Either way, guys, I'm going to just say this now. This deck that I'm playing right now is, like my opponent's playing right now, is fantastic. He's actually going to end this down to 3 and him to 2. He's desperate for something. I just need a Lysander to come up. I didn't get anything of the sort. But I got a Tapu Koko, or Tapu Lele, so that is actually perfect. This is why I like running the 4. Now you can heal off a little bit. Is that enough to get you out of range though? 20, 40, 60, 80. No, it's still going to take him out. I'm going to max Elixir, see if I can get some energy drops. I did. I can only Tapu Lele energy drop. I want to get that Tapu Koko. So we are going to Lysander right now. And I am going to be able to knock it out. And I don't see them being able to hit me. So Lysander's going to come in. And we're going to go for the energy drive. Which is going to get me real close. Need one more prize. Lysander is in. I just got to last one more turn, and we can actually go for the artillery and claim game. No, I gotta get another energy still. So down goes Koko. Up comes that Jolteon. I did pull my second Lysander, and this is why you run 2, guys. Because having one just go to the discard, he may think I don't have any more. And this is going to help me get through this Jolteon problem. But if he also ends me right now, it's done. I will lose. For sure. But he can't knock me out. Cannot knock me out. And I can Ultra Ball for a Shaman now. This game is intense. Energy drop onto the Lugia. Energy drop onto Lugia. We're going to see a VS Seeker. He's going to go for that N, and he is going to try and get that N play. We do need a Lysander off of this. If we don't get it, we will lose this matchup. We're going to get an Altar of the Moon. Because he just needs to knock us out. He just needs to knock us out. It really comes down to what I draw. It's a VS Seeker! Now I can't knock anybody out. I'm gonna make him think I didn't get it. I'm gonna retreat. Oh no. Cancel. I have to go. How many VS Seekers do I still have in here? I have one VS Seeker still. It could be prized. 2 double colorless energy are on top, and 2 are in the discard pile already. I don't do enough damage on my own. I need cards. I need something. Because if I can get I know my Lysander's in the deck. So I'm gonna Sycamore right now. I did draw it. I did grab a Psychic Energy here. So I now can retreat for free into my Tapu Lele and go for a Tapu Cure. Whew! Jolteon is not going to be that big of a problem because we do have that VS Seeker still. We are doing the best we can, guys. Working around this Jolteon, who is a big problem with the Tapu Lele. But we got our attack off. We actually got more damage now on the Tapu Lele in the back, which is fantastic. 2040, 60, 81, 2040. Lugia still can't take me out. And again, oh man, he's got these ends coming out like nothing. It's like wildfire! We got a Kukui. It's not gonna help me. He's got so much more card draw than we do. He's got so much more card draw than we do. And I still have one Tapu Lele in the deck. I can technically draw it. Which, if I can draw it, I can get into the Lysander. We're going to see the Coco. Can this Coco come in and take us out, though? It's going to come in. It's going to try and hit me. This is probably the biggest mistake here. Because I only need one prize. There is nothing you can one-shot here. Oh my god, 350! I'm lying. Wow! What? I gotta double check this in my own. I'm gonna check the opponent's deck. What just happened? This attack does 50 damage times the amount of energies attached to all of your opponent's Pokemon. I misread that. I thought it said benched Pokemon. Wow. So we didn't even have that. He was just waiting for the Tapu Koko to come in. Wow. What a matchup that was. I thought we had that the minute he played the Koko, and I thought, you're going to go for Sky Claw? Or Sky High Claws now? This is a wrong play. But no, he knew. He knew that this thing was a powerhouse. Guys, we had a fantastic match. I'm not even sad about it. You know, it was right down the wire. We were both looking for that right card. If I could have gotten the Lysander, you know, a turn prior, before having a Sycamore, with the energy, we would have been fine, because I could have just gone for the Artillery, knocked it out. Didn't have any energy on it, though, so I couldn't. Which is a big problem with Tapu Lele. It doesn't scale as well as Mega Mewtwo does. It's still a fantastic attacker, though. And again, you can see that Espeon usually can do quite a bit as well. Unfortunately, we were not able to utilize Espeon in that matchup. But Coco is amazing. We'll try and see if I can get a Coco deck working next week. I might take an idea from my opponent here, because he played that fantastically. Coco is something we gotta look into for sure. He is a mascot from Guardians Rising after all. But that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are brand new here, please hit that subscribe button, because it does mean the world to me that you guys can come back on a regular basis and watch my little videos. But like I said, that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Time out.